A video showing you how to use the VLookup function. So let's say I have this vendor number, but I want to add to this report the vendor name. Now over here I have the vendor master, which gives me the vendor number and the vendor name. So if I come to this cell here and I say, okay, I want to insert a function, so go to my formulas, it's a lookup function, and then go down and say, okay, it's a VLookup. So it's going to pop up this table that I need to fill in. So my lookup value is going to be the vendor number. So I enter that. My table array is the vendor master, because again, I'm trying to pull from this vendor master to put in the names. I don't want to have to manually do it myself. So I enter that range and say, okay. And then my column index is column 2, because again, it goes back to that vendor master. I want the vendor name to come in. And then I hit enter and it pops in the name of that particular vendor. Now then I can pull this down to go through the whole table. I guess I could go a little quicker. All right, pull it down to get through the whole table. Oh, shoot. Oh, I think so sorry. That was my fault. All right, so let me go back and correct that. I have to just keep it to that range only. Like I'm not going to increase those cells. Like if I look at this cell, it's A2, B35. Well, then here it drops. So I need to keep those sturdy or solid. So if I put in my dollar signs into those, it'll keep it solid or, not moving. So then let me do it again. Yeah, sorry about that. And I assume that I could have done that in the first place when I entered it into my area. All right, but there it goes. But that's good. It's good to show you kind of how, if you do get your formula screwed up, how do you go back in there and correct them? So that dollar sign always keeps it from, if you drag it down, it's not going to get bigger. So the B2, I didn't put the dollar sign in because that I want to change to B3, to B4, to B5, but I wanted the rest of it to stay just in that table range only. But so then now you can see all of my vendor names are filled in, saved me a ton of time from having to toggle back and forth and figure out what those vendors are.